Hi everyone, now this is the last video that I'm going to do in this Wonder Room series. So as you can see, there's quite a lot still uncoloured, but I think there's quite a few things that I've done before with you or I've made videos of before that you can go and have a look at and have a go. Now I know it's tricky to sometimes find the right videos. I've put all the Wonder Room ones from this page in a playlist. If you want to search, if you go to YouTube, go to my main profile page, so click on my name if you're watching this video. If you right click, you can open it in a new window and you will have a look, and quite low down near my name there's a magnifying glass. This is on a PC, might be different on a phone. If you click that magnifying glass, you can type something into the search. So if you want to know how to colour a pineapple, let's say, I've got a video where I colour a pineapple, so you can go and have a look at that and work out how to do it. The same as maybe a plant, I'm not sure, but other aspects. So I don't want to do things that I've done before too much because it gets a little bit dull, and it's, you know, it's better to give you new things. We are going to have a go at the cricket ball. That is something that I haven't done before. I thought it'd be fun. I'm trying to zoom in so we can all still see what's going on. Sorry, my paper is getting a bit, it's not my book that's making that noise, it's the paper I've got in between the pages. So I'll have a go at the cricket ball and then we'll have a think about any other things. Now getting the colour right for a cricket ball is a little bit tricky. I've been trying to think which shade of red, but I think this one will be the best. This is number 217. It's called Middle Cadmium Red. If you have a look, it's quite a dark red. So I'm going to use that. Now, with the ball, we want it to look spherical. So we want a nice dark layer around the outside. Now, you don't have to press really hard. Just go over and over and over with lots of layers, and that will help you. And then reduce the amount of layers as you come towards the middle, and then it looks spherical. It's really nice and simple. It's very similar to doing how I would do like a rock or stone, anything round. Now on the cricket ball we have stitching. These lines are drawn on, which we can use as a guide. Now if you have got a cream pen, then that would be ideal. I'm trying to think, I don't think I have one, so I'm going to use my white. This is my Sakura Jelly Roll. I wasn't going to use that one, I was going to use the 05, it's a bit smaller. The 5 is an indication of the size of the nib, because this is quite a small, and I'm going to go along the black line like that, making tiny marks to try and make it look like they're stitching along that part of the ball. I'm not sure how stitching on a cricket ball is not normally white, it's normally either cream or it's red where the colours come off, but I'm okay with that. That's the best I can do for that one. Now we have next to it a plate on a plate stand. I thought we would have a go at that as well. Now you can do it so that it's a china plate, so you can do a colour, but I quite fancied making it look like a silver plate, and that gives me a bit more of a challenge, which might not be such a good idea, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to start with my cold grey 4, which might be my darkest grey. I say might because I may decide to go darker. I've got to be careful I don't smudge that white gel pen. And I feel that this bit of the plate will be slightly dipped in. I mean, I realise it's not a bowl, so it's not going to be really deep in this part, but it'd be a little bit deeper and therefore would have a shadow. So what I'm trying to do is to make it quite dark up to this black line and then just make it slightly lighter towards the middle, and we're going to come in with a lighter colour. And we also have a rim, and I thought it would be quite fun to do the same sort of thing on the rim, but make it a little bit thinner like that. It's quite exciting for me, thinking we're going to be coming to an end of this page soon, and I'm going to tackle some other works in progress after this. So our afternoon sessions are going to be completing pages. I love that satisfaction of completing things. Completing books is the most amazing feeling, but completing pages is still good fun. I'm going to put that pencil aside for now once I've just filled in that bit and go lighter. I think I'm just going to go one shade lighter at the minute, which is our Cold Grey 3. Okay, and fill in this bit completely. I'm going to put a little bit harder here where we sort of join the other colour, and then fade it off towards the centre a bit. I don't want to make it whiter in the middle than the rest, but just so it's a bit darker on that outside. I'm also going to use this around here. Now we do need to think a little bit about shine on the plate. Now I haven't put any in here because this is the deep centre, but on this edge we might, so I think I'm going to leave that bit there on the edge there white, just that little area, make it darker down here, and do the same opposite here. So we've got a little white bit on each side, and we'll continue that idea through this bit of the plate as well, so this edge and this bit. Now this edge is going to be slightly lighter because it's higher up, and these leaves as well I want to do a little bit lighter, so I'm just going to do this inside part here with this one. And again, as I said, try and remember to leave the white bit here. I nearly forgot, nearly started colouring just there. If you do forget, if you're pressing nice and lightly, you can get your eraser in there anyway and take it back. Some people like to add a bit of white pen as well. I find it, because the paper's cream, if you add a white pen it can sometimes look a bit too shiny for what I'm trying to achieve. Now under each leaf I think I want the leaves to look like they're standing up on the plate. What's the word? I don't know, I always forget the word. So I'm going to put a little bit of shading under each one. So I'm going to go back to my slightly darker grey and just pop some shadow. Now I'm thinking the light might be coming from the top, so the shadow is likely to be at the bottom of each leaf. We could do, if you do it all the way around it probably wouldn't hurt. It's quite tricky because it's quite small. Now ideally we would make the shadow darker at the top where the base pencil is darker, but that's quite fiddly. So we'll leave that there and see if it's enough when we go for our lighter one. Now this is Cold Grey 2. I tend not to use the ones very much because they seem so pale. So again, this is going to be our darkest bit. We can fade down to there. And the same here by the plate stand. So dark down here and fade it up here. And our leaves, again, I'm going to just go right over like this. We don't want too much colour, we want to make sure they look like they're lighter. So I'm only doing them gently, and I'm going to do the same sort of darker here and lighter here. So there. Now you could add more dark grey to really emphasise the shape of the plate, but actually I'm quite happy. I'm going to zoom out and show you. I think often it looks better when you're looking from a bit further away. Do you see? Now we have another plate which I will do in the same way. I will show you, if you just move the book across, you can see. I'm right down here in this box. There's a plate, and I should do it in the same way as that, as I said. I've got time to show you something else, and I thought I might show you one of these maps because I think they can be a little bit daunting because they're rolled round. We have to think a little bit about how to colour them. I think if we do this back one, it's a bit simpler. These have obviously got designs on them, so there's a bit more work to do on those. I'm going to start off nice and simple. So I'm just going to grab a brown, a raw umber. I thought it would be fun to do it sort of brown. It will look like it's slightly aged paper, but I don't want to press too hard. So I'm holding my pencil right at the end. I'm going to hold it on its side and really gently just put a light layer on it to start with. There we go. Now, this is obviously spherical. Well, not spherical, it's rounded, sorry, cylindrical. So if we make that just a little bit darker, and this, it will just emphasize that shape a little bit more. And here it will look like it's browned on the edge as well. Also we go sort of bonus. Now you can see Johanna's drawn us a few lines in here, so I'm just going to use those as guidance. Now I'm thinking in here, this bit is going to be a little bit darker here. Again, give it a more cylindrical look, but I think there might be a line where it overlaps like that. And this centre bit, I think it might just be a bit darker, so I'm just doing a little dark line and a little bit more colour in there. Now where it is overlapping, actually we haven't done that bit, just need to fill that in. Where it's overlapping this tube, which, is it a telescope, is it a tube with a map in? Who knows? I'm going to do them black, maybe with some silver, maybe a silver lid and lines. And black. I'm thinking maybe a little shadow has been cast like that. Oops, like that. So that is a map. Sorry, I didn't zoom in, did I? Hold on. Hopefully you can see a little better now. So that is the map. Now, what else might you're probably going, I want you to do this, I want you to do that, but I'm not sure. I've just noticed that I haven't coloured the very back of the desk there, so I need to do that. I've got the wrong colour in my hand, so I mustn't do that. So with the other maps, oh, I just got to move the piece of paper. Go up a little bit. We have got things drawn on them. What I would do is actually I'll do them identically to this first. Let me do one, hang on. There we go. Let's do this front one. So I'm going to do it identically to that first. So yeah, I know I'm using brown, I'm going to have C, but I think it'll work. So like that. And then going in with the edge to make it, oops, let's just hold the page still. Make it look more cylindrical. Just a little bit of extra colour there, and here, and in the middle there, a little bit there and across there, a bit in there and there. So there's our basic. But I'm thinking, where's the land and where's the sea? I'm a little bit confused. I'm thinking this is sea, it's got little waves, and that may be a river. That's probably sea and that's probably sea. So these two parts are the land. So I'm going to do a really light and gentle colour to the different parts, and I'll show you. Hopefully it will work. So we did the sea on the globe in that colour. I want something, I'm going to do it in this cobalt green, because it's quite bluey green, but it's also a lighter colour than the, there's a darker option. Now again, I'm holding it at the end on its side. I just want a light bit, like this. So it still looks browned and old, but we get a little bit of colour coming through. I need to hold it a bit nearer the end for that bit. Like that, and it looks slightly bluey. And the land, I'm going to do a bit of green. Yeah, maybe this one. This is the permanent green. I picked this because it's not a bluey shade. I want the land to look a bit different to the sea. It may not look significantly different because of all the brown in the background, but just a light covering. So it looks like it's an old, dirty but coloured map. So I hope that's okay for you. It's a different idea. You might not like it. You might want to do it more colourful, but I just think they look like they're old. So that's what I wanted to do. So what have we done for you? We've done plate, ball, map. What else can we do just to finish off? We don't need to finish quite yet. We'll give you a few more minutes. One more thing. This jeweled pot is quite complex. I think to make that simple, I'm going to do all the jewels one colour and the pot background all one colour, and then it will just work. The marbles are a little tricky. What I would do is add some dashes of colour here and there, and then colour them very lightly with a brown because they're see-through, and then use some white pen to do some shine on them. Roll of paper, you could keep it almost white and just do a few little touches of shade here and there. Fabric, we haven't really done before. I'll show you what colour should we do. Let's do this. I'll just show you one and then we'll finish. So let's do a plain one because I've only got one colour in my hand. I've got a light magenta. I'm thinking that might be nice for fabric. I can't really, I can. There we go. We'll do the top piece, and what I would do is start by just doing a light colouring so we can see it's vaguely pink. Now I'm thinking about how a fabric folds, and I'm thinking there would be quite a significant shadow under there because there would be a small gap, I think, with some shadow. I think there would be a little bit of shadow on the top, but maybe a little more under the pineapple. That would be casting its own shadow. And then maybe just a tad more at each end. And just keep it like that. Now colours, I think more pastel-y shades will work better for the linen. Obviously linen doesn't always come in pastels though. It's up to you. I might do some the same as well, but I guess this is coming from here. Sorry about that, it's my phone making a funny noise, so maybe like that as well. So I think that is me. So I'm feeling really excited about being able to finish this page, which I probably won't be able to do for a while because I've got other things to do. But I will share a completed picture with you. It will definitely go on my Facebook page. Link is in the description. I will try to remember to put it onto Instagram and to Pinterest, and I would also try and remember to put it in the Johanna Basford Your Pages colouring group and in the Inky Obsession colouring group. I will try to remember, but I don't always, but it will definitely be on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, that's the place to look. Do come and look at the page anyway. I try to post links to my videos and then a completed picture every day. So it's just something for you to look at, things that I've completed off camera, so you can have a little look at what I'm doing, which I hope is useful and fun for you. Right, I'm going to stop talking as I'm not colouring, I'm just talking, and leave that. And thank you for doing this page with me or watching me do this page. I've really enjoyed it. It's made the page more fun, but I am gonna, as I say, finish it now. I sort of feel like I'm done with tutorials on this page. I'm gonna finish it. Hope it's warmed you up for Johanna's new book, Rooms of Wonder, as well. That looks fun. Actually, you can pre-order her new book now, so maybe I'll put some links in the description for that as well, so you can go and have a little look at it. There's no clues on the website as to what it's going to look like. She has put a few on Instagram, and Johanna, I mean she, sounds very rude. Johanna's put a few on Instagram, but she's not doing social media for a month or so. Well, she said that at the beginning of February, so she might be in March, back in March, so we haven't seen much lately. But I think they're all going to be rooms like this. So you know, there might be mega long series of videos, or I might just pick one little aspect and do that, you know, we'll have to see. But there we go. Thank you so much for, as I say, all your support with this page, and I will post a completed picture after this video goes out. I'm hoping it might be the day the video goes out, but I may not be that organised, so we'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and happy colouring.